Hello guys, me again Aswat, and today I'm going to review the movie Furiosa, a Mad Max story. So this is a follow-up from Mad Max Fury Road, but it's also a sequel in a way, because it's talking about the background story of the Furiosa character, where she comes from, and her background, her childhood, and it's very, very, very fun and interesting. So the main character is not played by Charlize Theron, but is played by Anya Taylor-Joy, and her support, also a good character, is this guy, Chris Hemsworth. So he's playing the character Dr. Dementus. So Dr. Dementus is the first bad guy that captured Furiosa from her hometown, the Green Place, and the story is about how she is trying to take revenge against Chris Hemsworth character. So I really enjoyed this movie. And I find the movie is a bit different from Mad Max Fury Road. Mad Max Fury Road is an all-out action movie that really is about moving forward, moving the story forward. This movie is more about her background, explaining about the world, and just giving more character development. Because as you know, the Furiosa was not the main hero of the first movie, but she's there all the time, whereas Mad Max is a supporting. So this movie is needed because it really flesh out her character. And also the movie, I love the movie because the new characters that they show off, like her mother from the Green Place, is really big badass character. So I love her mother. I love all of the Chris Hemsworth, fantastic. Immortan Joe was also there. There's a lot of characters and more flesh out of the world, and I like it. There are things that are not, they are different from part 1, which is the music. The music is still by the same person, Junkie XL, but it's not as memorable. The stunt also not as memorable as part 1. There's more CGI in this movie. However, what I do like about this movie is really, like, it's a long movie, but you don't feel that long. And the story and the character, her acting, Anya Taylor-Joy, very, very interesting and is enjoyable. I was entertained from start to finish. I have no complaint. If you love part 1, you will love part 2. And I to be honest with you, I prefer this over part 1. I'm always like a bit different, right? But this movie to me is more interesting than part 1 because it reveals her character. It shows her as a young girl going through this world. And also Chris Hemsworth is really a fun character to follow because he's really complex. He's not a really bad guy, because he still remember something bad happened to him, and then he also, because when this trauma happened to him, he also became a bit crazy. And I really like this movie because of this kind of slow down but very revealing about the characters and the world. So this movie, I give it, like the first Mad Max I give it 9. This movie I give it 9.5 out of 10 because it's such a good movie. Like, it's really suited. if you buy part 1, you need to buy part 2. You know what I mean? You need to watch both movies. Like I said, after I watched Furiosa, I had to go back and rewatch Mad Max Fury Road, and that confirmed to me I prefer this one over the Charlize Theron part 1. Why? Because I like her character, because I like her as a child. I like they share a lot more universal story. They share how the world comes to be like this. Actually, there's a nuclear war. The movie starts with an introduction that the whole world is going chaos, and then there was a nuclear war, and after the nuclear war, society breakdown, civilization collapse. So you get people like a lot of faction, and Chris Hemsworth is one of the faction leader. He's a biker king, and suddenly his team found Furiosa land, the green place. But the funny part, nobody knows where to look. But still enjoyable. It's still very, very enjoyable. I don't categorize Furiosa as a science fiction. I categorize this movie as a fantasy action. It's a lot of fantastical characters, and a lot of action. So I really like this movie because of those things. And I like, of course, Tanya Taylor-Joy is a bonus. I love her character, her acting, and Chris Hemsworth steal the show, surprisingly. And I think this is one of his best character, better than Thor, to be honest. So that's it. I give this movie 9.5 out of 10, higher than Mad Max Fury Road. So because it's a personal choice, this is definitely one of the movies that you need to watch in the cinema. Man, it's quite good. Very, very entertaining. Worth your money. And that's it. That's my review of Furiosa. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.